Hey, you guys all right?
Yeah, we're all right. You see anything?
Where's he at?
You see him?
What do you say?
He was just here. He was just here.
Everybody stay together. Straight out there. Todd, you got anything? Negative. Nothing.
Oh, man, I don't see anything.
From the eerie depths of Alaska's Triangle to a shocking encounter with a creature known as the Windwalker. What started as a hunt for Bigfoot quickly turned into a terrifying battle for survival. This is why researchers evacuated after a terrifying discovery during Expedition Bigfoot, the Alaskan Triangle. If you don't already know, Expedition Bigfoot is a reality TV series that tracks a team of experts on their hunt for Bigfoot, the legendary creature. The crew includes a primatologist, a survival expert, and a Bigfoot researcher, all using high-tech gear and scientific methods to find evidence of the elusive beast. In the latest season, they head into the mysterious Alaska Triangle, a hotspot for strange phenomena, including Bigfoot sightings. They chase down leads, including encounters with a creature called the Windwalker, which some believe is a type of Bigfoot. This eerie figure is tied to Native American legends and is said to be dangerous. The show mixes cryptozoology with on-the-spot investigations, making it a must-watch for anyone fascinated by the wild mysteries of the great outdoors. And here's how it all went down. In Zone 20 of the Alaska Triangle, just outside Denali National Park, a team is on the hunt for a creature the locals call the Windwalker, which is basically their version of Bigfoot.
We're in Zone 20 of the Alaska Triangle, and we're going after the Windwalker. The Windwalker is one of the thinnest of all the Bigfoots. He's reported to be 10 to 14 feet tall, but only weighing 550 to 650 pounds.
The word around town is that this elusive beast has been causing trouble around 3 cabins in the area. George, the man on the ground, is all fired up and ready to take action. Now, before I move ahead, let me tell you what George is like first up. He's the leader of the expedition, determined and focused. He coordinates the team's efforts and stays level-headed despite the rising tension. George is portrayed as the steady hand of the group, always ready to make decisions and guide his team through the challenges they face. So when I tell you, you gotta trust this man's gut, you gotta believe me. Anyway, he can't seem to shake off the memories of knocking on cabin walls, Megan's nervous whispers, and the eerie whistle of the wind. "Can you see the camp?" he asks. "Yeah, I see the campfire," someone replies. The Windwalker is said to be a real force of nature, and even the governor warned everyone to stay away. But George isn't backing down. He's determined to face whatever's out there. As the team gets closer to one of the cabins, the tension ramps up. They hear something just outside. Could it be the Windwalker? George quickly relays the situation to his teammates, and the anticipation is almost unbearable.
This is a big, badass critter, and he's getting more and more aggressive. He kind of gravitates to where the humans are. Hell yeah!
Let's
We're gonna go kick some Windwalker ass.
Let's go.
They've got a plan to trap this so-called Siberian giant. They set up snares along a trail it's been using, but it seems the creature was smart enough to know something was up. It changed its route. No visuals yet, but they can hear it out there. The encounter. The whole team is on edge. Is this the moment they've been waiting for? George coordinates the response, and the plan kicks into gear. The creature is on the move, and the team can feel the excitement building. The Windwalker is heading towards Bulldog and Red, and the team is spread out, ready to watch from all angles. Upstairs, downstairs, everyone is preparing for the big encounter. As the creature gets closer, George and his team start making noise, hoping to lure it out. The adrenaline is through the roof as they brace themselves, calling out to the mysterious being in the heat of the moment. Todd, a key player on the team, is glued to his equipment, checking if the Windwalker has been picked up. The tension hits its peak as everyone waits for Todd's update, but just as quickly as the excitement built up, disappointment set in. It looks like the creature has vanished, leaving behind only faint traces of its presence. Even though they didn't catch it, the team isn't discouraged. They can't shake the eerie feeling that they are so close to something they can't quite explain. "It was right here, right?" George asks. The frustration is clear in his voice. "Yeah, it was right over there," someone responds, scanning the area. "I don't see anything, Red. Keep your eyes peeled, man," another voice says. They're all on high alert, convinced that something was out there. The Alaskan wilderness is keeping its secrets, and the Windwalker remains out of reach. The team, caught between fear and fascination, starts thinking about their next move. As they retreat into the cabin, a heavy silence settles over them.
Stay away from that window. Shh. He's right there. We can hear something right outside the cabin. It's gotta be that windwalker.
The gravity of the situation hits home. This creature, cloaked in mystery, has slipped through their fingers. George recounts the chilling moment when a thermal signature, a possible sign of the creature, vanished without a trace. The atmosphere is thick with confusion and fear as the team deals with the unknown dangers of the Alaskan wilderness. George takes the lead, telling everyone to stay inside and stick together. The threat is still out there, and they all understand that stepping outside could mean facing something they're not ready for. We know that Sasquatch, the famous Bigfoot of the Pacific Northwest, gets its name from a Salish tribal word meaning wild man or hairy man. Now, with the team on high alert, they huddle together, eyes darting at every sound and shadow outside, fearing that the windwalker might be closer than they thought. Suddenly, the quiet is shattered as the outside world crashes into their safe haven. Panic erupts as they realize the creature isn't just out there, it's dangerously close. "You saw it?" George demands, his voice thick with urgency. The team's response is immediate. "Get inside the cabin now!" Adrenaline floods their systems as they scramble for safety, the reality of their situation hitting like a shockwave. Back at the cabin, chaos takes over. "I've got movement!" someone shouts. "Where? Where?" The tension rises as they realize the threat is coming from the other side. A distress call rings out through the night, and the team quickly mobilizes, understanding the gravity of the situation. Bulldog and Red, members who are now under attack, become the center of their concern. Their voices carry the weight of real and present danger lurking in the Alaskan wilderness.
They're trying to come in. They're trying to come in the cabin.
Call him now.
Todd, Krusty, they're trying to come in the cabin. We need help now.
As the team rushes to help, every step feels dangerous, the sense of doom growing heavier with each moment. The creature, an unseen force, could strike at any second. Communication is terse, filled with anxiety and determination to rescue their comrades. When they finally reach the spot, there's a mix of relief and tension in the air. Bulldog and Red are safe, but the encounter leaves a deep, lasting impact on the entire team. They regroup, cautiously scanning the surroundings, knowing the windwalker is still out there, watching. Aware that the danger might still be lurking, Todd, the voice of reason, speaks up. "He came up here on the trail like we thought he would, but he got right here. I think maybe we overdid it, thinking it would guide him in. I think he picked up that something was off." Todd guesses that the creature might have been scared away, adding yet another twist to the mystery. The team is left in awe of the unknown territory they're navigating. The night in the Alaska Triangle is filled with unanswered questions and a heavy sense of the unexplainable. George peers over the ledge, his face a mix of caution and curiosity. It hits him. Maybe the windwalker sensed their presence. "He knew you guys were in here," George says, realization dawning on him. Krusty, another team member, defends their approach. "We were quiet, man, dead quiet." But George, disappointed, insists, "We thought we had it all planned out." The creature, however, turned out to be smarter than they anticipated. "You good? You good?" George asks, checking in with his team. "Yeah, I'm good. God, there's something out there. I just saw it in front of the fire. It's right here." The adrenaline is pumping as George recounts the moment when the creature peeked over the ledge. "It scared the hell out of us," he admits.
I've never experienced anything like that before. He looked up over the roof edge. Just a flash, just peeked over. Man.
The team tries to grasp the sheer size of the windwalker. George estimates it must be around 12 feet tall, towering over the roof's edge. Their plan, though carefully crafted, didn't go as expected. George acknowledges the creature's intelligence, saying, "It's big, bad, and smart." Yet, despite the setback, his tone's a defiant optimism. "We're bigger, better, and smarter," he asserts, rallying his team. "Keep your eyes open. It's here," George warns. "Where's it at?" someone asks. "It was in camp, dude. Right here, circling us, smacking and shaking, trying to rip the tee off me." The team, bonded by camaraderie, faces the unknown together, ready for whatever comes next. The team's determination was unwavering, even in the face of disappointment. George found comfort in what they had achieved. He proudly declared that they came to Zone 20 for the Windwalker, and while they didn't capture it, they proved its existence. They found its nest, saw the places where it had attacked cabins, and Bulldog even faced it head-on. As George recounted their journey, a sense of accomplishment filled the air. "It's here, man. It's in camp, trying to tear the tent apart. Get here, now," he shouted as the night unfolded. The success. Despite not catching the Windwalker, George made it clear they didn't fail. They had confirmed the creature's presence in Zone 20, a significant achievement. Their perseverance in the face of the unknown, along with the discoveries they made, showcased their resilience against the mysteries of the Alaskan wilderness. "Come on, you guys, that thing just attacked our tent with Todd in it. We've got to help him out," George urged. The team's camaraderie shone through as they faced the danger together.
Come on, come on, come on. He didn't go to the trap. Bulldog and Rat are under attack. We got to get over there and help them out right now.
The Windwalker, a creature with many names like Bigfoot and Sasquatch, isn't just a legend. It's deeply rooted in the cultural history of the Algonquian peoples and Native American tribes spread across the US and Canada. This being isn't just another spooky story. It's a symbol, a warning against the horrors of cannibalism during harsh winters. Legends say it's a demonic, half-beast creature, towering and covered in hair, with an insatiable hunger for human flesh. Some believe that with each meal, the Windwalker grows larger, driven by an eternal hunger. This myth served as a cultural lesson for the tribes, encouraging them to face mortality naturally rather than resorting to desperate measures like cannibalism. In the eyes of mainstream science, belief in Bigfoot-like creatures is often dismissed. Yet, amateur researchers continue to explore these mysteries. A chilling description from the World Heritage Encyclopedia by a teacher named Basil Johnston paints the Windwalker as a gaunt, skeletal figure with deathly gray skin, sunken eyes, and bloody lips, an image of pure terror. Local variations of the story exist, but the essence remains the same: a massive, animal-like or possibly hybrid being that evokes fear and awe. The legend also tells of people who transform into Windwalkers, usually through dreams, or more commonly by committing cannibalism. Once transformed, these individuals become obsessed with hunting and consuming human flesh, their behavior turning violent and terrifying. The Windwalker, in its many forms, continues to be a haunting symbol of the unknown, a creature that defies explanation yet captures the imagination. While that's how the crew came across the beast, let's take a deeper look into the Alaska Triangle, the legends of the land. The Alaska Triangle is like Alaska's own version of the Bermuda Triangle, but with its own chilling twist. Spanning from Barrow in the north to Anchorage and Juneau in the south, this area has seen over 16,000 people disappear since 1988. It's not just the location that's weird. There are also bizarre happenings like strange lights in the sky, UFO sightings, and sudden tech failures. These oddities have sparked all sorts of theories about what's going on in this mysterious region. Some believe the Alaska Triangle is home to energy vortexes that disrupt electromagnetic fields. These vortexes could cause compasses to malfunction and make people disoriented. This idea is linked to the mysterious disappearances of airplanes and people who venture into the area, suggesting that these vortexes might be responsible for the strange phenomena. Another trait that adds to the triangle's personality is its Native American legends. Indigenous stories add a rich layer of mystique to the Alaska Triangle. For example, the Tlingit people speak of the Kushtaka, a shape-shifting creature that lures people to their deaths. These legends not only serve as warnings, but also provide possible explanations for the unexplained vanishings in the region, blending cultural lore with the area's mysterious reputation. Moving on to the most fascinating bit, UFO sightings. The Alaska Triangle is also notorious for UFO sightings. Some theorists believe that the area might harbor a hidden alien base within the remote and uneven terrain of Mount Hayes. Reports of strange objects in the sky have been documented as far back as the 1940s, contributing to the area's eerie and otherworldly reputation. But hey, we were on the topic of terrifying creatures found within the triangle. And while Bigfoot is a big part of the area's lore, it's got some rich history behind it. Bigfoot, also known as the Windwalker in parts of Alaska, isn't just a spooky forest creature, It's a big deal in Native American folklore. In these cultures, Bigfoot is seen as more than a hairy mystery. It's a guardian spirit, a warning sign, and a symbol of wild nature itself. For some tribes, Bigfoot is like the forest's protector, showing a deep spiritual connection to the earth. It's a reminder to be careful and respectful when dealing with nature. The stories aren't just about a creature, they're lessons in living harmoniously with the environment. More than a predator. Alaskan native legends even give Bigfoot some supernatural flair, like being able to go invisible or send telepathic messages. This highlights its role as a spiritual force rather than just a flesh and blood beast. Tribes like the Suquamish and Lummi talk about Bigfoot as a shapeshifter that keeps nature in balance, reminding us of our delicate relationship with the world around us. Today, Bigfoot has even taken on new meanings for some native communities. The Tsatsils Nation in British Columbia, for example, uses Sasquatch imagery as a symbol of cultural pride and environmental protection, connecting them to their ancestral lands and traditions. In the end, Bigfoot in Alaskan folklore isn't just a monster lurking in the woods. It's a symbol of spiritual power, cultural identity, and respect for nature, deeply woven into the land and stories of the region. These stories also carry warnings. Many legends tell of people who wander too deep into the wilderness or act greedily, only to face Bigfoot and suffer the consequences. The message is clear: be humble and respect nature. For example, the Algonquian tribes talk about the Wendigo, a creature linked to greed and cannibalism. The Wendigo warns against unchecked desire and the moral dangers of overindulgence. While it looks different from Bigfoot, both figures carry similar moral lessons within their communities. In modern times, Bigfoot and similar creatures have taken on new meanings for many indigenous communities, becoming symbols of cultural identity and resilience. For some tribes, embracing the Bigfoot legend is a way to keep their heritage alive, especially when facing ongoing cultural challenges. The continued presence of these stories, both in traditional and popular culture, strengthens connections to ancestral lands, values, and beliefs. Take the Nuu-chah-nulth people of Vancouver Island, for example. They've renewed interest in their Sasquatch legends as a way to assert their cultural identity and history. By doing so, they show how folklore can be a powerful tool for preserving culture and resisting the erosion of indigenous traditions. Bigfoot's role in indigenous lore is closely tied to environmental ethics. Many tribes see the creature as a land guardian, protecting against those who would cause harm. This belief aligns with the indigenous worldview that humans are stewards of the earth, responsible for maintaining a respectful and balanced relationship with nature. In Alaska, the legend of the Windwalker is deeply connected to the state's rugged, often harsh landscape. The creature embodies the wild spirit of the land, warning humans to tread carefully and show respect for nature. Similar beliefs exist in other indigenous cultures, where beings like Bigfoot act as enforcers of the natural order, reminding people to live in harmony with the world around them. Fans' reaction. Fans were buzzing after this thrilling encounter, and they didn't hold back online. One commenter shared, "Many of you know about our primal instincts, those deep-rooted senses that alert us to danger. We, the Inuit, along with other tribes of the Americas, have been on this land for 16,000 to 20,000 years, and those instincts are still hardwired into us. One key lesson we've learned: always face danger head-on, never run. If something meant to harm you, it would have done it long before you even knew it was there." Another fan pointed out just how clever these creatures are, claiming, "They know what guns are and what they're meant for, so it's pure stupidity for anyone to be out in the forest hunting for them." In another episode of Expedition Bigfoot, the creature's prey was found scattered along the forest. The team carefully studied the remains, trying to make sense of what had happened. The victim seemed to be either an elk or a Sitka black-tailed deer, its ribs brutally split in half. This gruesome sight raised a puzzling question. Why would the creature intentionally break the bones? The discovery instantly reminded Maria of her earlier research into Stone Age humans, who cracked bones to access the nutrient-rich marrow that played a key role in brain development. Could the creature they were tracking share this ancient behavior? A chilling realization dawned on the group. They weren't just dealing with a powerful hunter. They were facing something that displayed eerie similarities to early humans. This was no ordinary predator. It was a formidable, intelligent being, possibly a hybrid between human and beast. Ronnie and Bryce dove deeper into the scene. It wasn't just the devoured meat that stood out. The creature had consumed the bone marrow too, just like early humans. This practice might have contributed to human evolution, and now it seemed this creature was tapping into that same primal instinct. The team's earlier discovery of volcanic glass in nearby caverns suddenly made sense. The creature could be using these sharp edges, much like early humans did, to slice through flesh with precision. The brutality of the slaughter didn't fit the patterns of wolves, bears, or large felines. This was something far more calculated. The deliberate nature of the kill hinted at intelligence and intent, a terrifying combination. Ronnie and Bryce gathered bone samples, knowing these could offer crucial clues about the creature they were hunting, a being that straddled the line between human and beast with a frightening level of sophistication. Understanding the gravity of their situation, Ronnie and Bryce quickly relayed the details to Maria and Russ. The signs all pointed to one conclusion: the creature could strike at any time. The evidence suggested it was heading toward the ice sheet by the stream, a place rich in resources and offering perfect cover. It was clear this wasn't just a random hunting ground. The Bigfoot had chosen this spot strategically, much like a human would. As Maria and Russ prepared to track the entity further, Ronnie and Bryce stayed behind to comb through more evidence. But something was off. The remains of the kill seemed incomplete. Where was the rest of the body? There were no drag marks, indicating the creature likely carried it away, behavior strikingly similar to chimps. Combined with the earlier thermal detection, it confirmed their worst fear. They were indeed dealing with a Bigfoot kill. Every new piece of evidence painted a picture of a predator far more advanced than they had imagined. One that hunted with precision, made strategic decisions, and exhibited behaviors reminding us of early human ancestors. This was no ordinary creature. It was a being at the crossroads of humanity and primal instinct, a terrifying mix of strength, cunning, and intelligence.